Hello everybody, Warrior here, and welcome back to Icarus. Now, I've been putting around the base doing a few things. I think what I'm going to do is I want to get ready for that mission that's going to be in the snow. And I think the way that I want to do that is I want to figure out which snow we're going to be in, because we did find out there is snow down here now. So I don't know if we're going to be down here or if we're going to be in the middle. But before we go and do that, I made this creature deterrent here. Um, Unfortunately, I was in the base working, and I don't know how, because it was like right here. So, I mean, Tanner's still alive, and I moved this guy out here afterwards. Uh, Tahiri's over there because I was using him, but Pistol's dead. Um, uh, I really don't understand what happened. A bear got in here and ended up killing Pistol. Like, she was the only one that was attacking, and I just don't understand why she was the only one attacking. And how it went at Pistol instead of Tanner, who was standing literally right here. So I don't even know how it got in the base. And even since then, I've had a boar come in and attack. Luckily, Archibald was, kind of fighting it off. But it, I still don't understand how they're getting in the base. So I'm gonna have to figure out something to do about that. But I think this is gonna help. I made the powered creature deterrent. It takes a lot of power, so I'm gonna have to make some more power stuff to kind of keep the base up and running at all times. But I haven't seen any creature name tags or any creature health bars for quite a while now, so I think that's helping a lot. Another thing is I've planted some new stuff. I'm gonna go through the food here today, and see what there is for stuff to make, and see what we want to have in total. I made some pastry, and we've got some honey. So like this here is honey glazed pastry. That's an extra 15% experience. And I tested it earlier. I can stack the bacon, this crispy bacon and the cooked bacon. I can stack those. So that's 30% experience there. Plus, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to stack uh, this as well, because I think it gives completely different uh, stats. And because it gives different stats, I can stack that again, which would be 45% experience. And then I'm going to go through and see some other stuff like these two. They give different stats, right? See, one gives stamina consumed by tool actions, and then this one gives food effects duration. So I think I could even do seed bread, honey glazed pastry, two bacons, and I would have that extra, what's that, 60%? An extra 60% experience, because we have the 4 food slots. So I think that's what we can do. But I want to look through and see what else there is. We also have this. I did finally make this. So this is the thing that tells us about the deep mining sites that we can do. We're gonna go look at that in just a second, but I want to grab this operation really quick. Which one was it? It was this one, right?
So, seems the UDA's noticed you. Told Lagos unit to offer you this one direct. They want Arctic territory opened up. Whole new zone. Untouched, uncharted, and seriously unsafe. Some wild weather patterns happening in there, which has got Group 15 interested too. Upside is, it pays real good. But it ain't a walk in the park. What do you think?
Okay, so it says traversal to a new area of the region and combat and killing creatures. So it looks like we'll get some stuff here where we can make a Black Wolf trophy and things like that. That'll be pretty cool to be able to hang some of that stuff up. Let's see. Deploy and activate the disruptor above ground and under shelter. Okay, so we do need to make shelter for it. I don't quite understand how much shelter that's going to be. So let's take this mission, because I just want to find out where it's going to be and everything. I've got some stuff being made up, and I'm going to have to do a little bit more farming, some resource farming, to get the rest of the stuff that I want to be able to make our little outpost wherever we go. That's kind of what I want to do. Is I want to do this mission, but I want to make an outpost out there. Something better than the one that we made this last time.
Welcome down, friend. Lego's unit want access to new territory, but it ain't gonna be simple. There's heavy weather, freezing temperatures, and God knows what else over there on the ice. And there's more. Group 15's got meteorological tech they want tested up there, but the last storm scattered the drop drones to hell. You need to find them, fix them, set it up somewhere safe, and run a test fire during a storm. Good news is, looks like terraforming threw the region into some kind of storm loop. I told you this one was wild. Check your map for markers, then do what you gotta do.
Okay, so it looks like we are going to have to go over there. I don't quite understand or know, I guess, what the... I mean, the summary said something about building shelter over that stuff, but this just says retrieve, so maybe there'll be, like, you know, another part to this that we'll have to deal with. But that's okay, we can do that. Is that something spawned in the base? How are you... Okay, so that's what the issue is stuff is spawning in the base. I was wondering how this stuff was getting here, and that's what I'm thinking it is. This stuff is spawning in here, and because it's spawning in here, it gets trapped, and then, you know, ends up attacking my creatures. But with that deterrent on, they shouldn't spawn here anyway. At least that's the theory and hope that I'm going to go with. But yeah, so I'm going to get some stuff put together. I've got a bit of a design that I want to do for just a little, kind of like almost like a hunting lodge type thing. Well, not a big one, but just like a little camp. Something bigger than a 1x2 with a roof. So it'll be something a little bit more special than that. So I'm going to get that stuff picked up and put together. I'm going to get some new foods and stuff made up as well. And then what we'll do is I will meet you guys down this way. I'll probably meet you right here at the entrance to the snow biome. So then we can discover this kind of together. And this mission might take us a couple of episodes. We'll see. Could be a quick one. Could be a long one. I don't know yet. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys over there. All right. Welcome back, everybody. We are right here. This is a spot that we haven't really been before. And I'm pretty sure that we can enter into the snow from here. And we've got a one of these parts of the quest that's very, very close to here. So this is why I kind of wanted to stop here. I wanted to go through this section that we haven't been through before. But before we go any further, I want to put this armor on. You can see we actually have a lot of stuff in our inventory. The reason for that is, well, we've got a lot of stuff to do, pretty much. So I think, of course, once this cooling thing goes away, we should just drink some water and things to prepare ourselves before we went in. I should probably swap out these two so they don't accidentally drink that water. So I've been trying to decide a little bit here what to do as far as getting an Arctic moa. And if we're going to be building, you know, a bit of a base here, I think that we would be able to... I got to get rid of that. That's driving me nuts. I think we would be able to tame one fairly easily. But the issue is going to be getting it back anyway. I don't want to leave anything for a creature out here, because I don't know how often we're going to be out here, and I'm afraid it would just starve to death, essentially. And I certainly don't want that to happen. And then the other thing is, you know, the Arctic moa, while I feel like that's going to be more useful than maybe Tahiri here, I also don't want to lose Tahiri. So I think what we'll do is, if we could get the chance to, this is a beautiful spot. Like, I don't know how big that little section of cliff is, but build off that and make a nice, yeah. There's plenty of places here that are like great places to build a base. There really is. So I was doing some other things and, you know, gathering stone and stuff like that. And I kind of decided to like take the, what the heck is it called? The little deep mining, not the deep mining. Yeah, the thing that finds the deep mining sites. I took that with me. And okay, so which one does this place? It takes vapor condensers. Okay. So I found a few of the like deep mining sites and I made 2 more drills. No. I made 3 more drills. And I put 2 on silica ones and I put 1 on an iron. But I also found oxite.
When terraforming went south, the temperature up here didn't just drop. It went into free fall. It's a completely different world now. Weather never recovered. It's just one big rolling storm. Lagos and Group 15 think their new tech can do something about that. But expect the unexpected, because no one's sure what the hell's happening in the Arctic yet. And that's why you're here.
Okay, so they created this Arctic zone then? That's interesting. So not only are they using chemical weapons, but they're also potentially destroying this place as well. This lantern does give me a little bit of extra warmth, I do believe. So I'm going to turn this on and see if maybe we are warm enough now. We're dropping down. It's going to be close. Oh, it looks like we will be warm enough now. Okay, so we don't have to worry about us. Tahiri is a little cold, so that's not the best. That's a polar bear. We need one of those. And I would prefer to fight one when I am perfectly okay now. All right, let's see how this goes. I don't know how strong they are. Okay, I need to get... Oh, I'm over encumbered. This is going to be a bad idea. But hey, I love bad ideas sometimes. I missed. Did I miss again? Hold up. Let's reload. Oh, jeez, that hurt. Oh, no. Okay, we got it. I think I got 2 headshots, and none of them were the sneaking headshots, so that really threw me for a loop. Now, I do believe I did. Okay. I was like, I'm pretty sure I made the taxidermy knife. So, please. Okay, we get the polar bear vestige. There we go. Okay, we will take that Arctic pelt. I don't know if we'll need it for anything. I'm not going to take the bone, but I will take the raw meat. So as you can see, our inventory is very full here. It's just all the stuff that we were kind of putting together so we can build this base. And for some reason, I was thinking that the brick building, the stone brick, was actually tier 7 storm resist, but it's not. It's only tier 5. So I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure on that front. But let's see. Are we getting colder? Minus 3.6. Okay. I want to find a decent spot for us to put this little base. I think maybe just around this bend up here. Also, how close are we to... Oh, the thing's back there in the forest. Whoops. Okay, well, you know what? We're going to build the base first, I guess, and then we can run back there. I just want to see if there's a good spot here or if maybe we should build it just outside. I don't think I want to, though. We are warm enough that we're not getting the debuff right now. Oh, geez. Don't want to fall in there. We don't have the debuff, just Tahiri does. So I think I would like to build the base maybe just over this hill. I'm just trying to look like nothing's really spawned in yet, which I feel like is wrong. There's another polar bear. But we've already got the head, so we should be able to make the next set of armor. I didn't bring anything with me to make armor with. I probably should have done that. We are getting late in the day, so we are going to need to get this base built fairly quickly. Maybe just right here on this hill. Shoot, I keep running myself out of stam. I can walk around it this way. You know what? I think right here. I think right here's a good spot. It's not perfect. Is that polar bear coming this way? Because that's going to suck. Looks like he might not be. Okay, I do actually have the stuff on me. Wasn't sure if it was on me or on Tahiri, so... Alright, so I kind of want the front to be built up a little bit. And I believe it's... just like this. It is a square, but the way in which I'm doing it, I feel like... is rather... nice. It's not just a simple square box. Yeah, he's certainly coming this way. Oh, that's not the right one. Please just stay down there. Okay, there is that. You know what I didn't do? Shoot, I meant to make a post to put here, and I completely forgot. Okay, well, that sucks. So I don't know... Are you going to stay on your own? Okay, you do. That's good. Oh, I forgot the freaking other two walls that go here. I knew I forgot something. It's okay. I think based on what we have here, I think we'll be okay. And then the stairs, I guess... Yeah, no, I want the stairs here. Because then the snowfall that we get... I live in a place that gets lots of snow. You don't want your eaves in the snow that's going to come off your roof to land on like your steps and stuff. So you always kind of want to have your steps in an area like this. Then you're just cleaning off whatever snow drifts and things like that happen. So Tahiri, let's get you in here because it is going to be nighttime, which means it's going to get very, very cold. We do have a door. We do have 2 windows. We do have a wind turbine. We do have a heater, and we do have an electricity tool. So we kind of brought all this stuff with us. I'm going to drink some of this. We brought the stone fireplace. Oh, the rest of it must be on Tahiri. That's okay. There's that. That. And that. You know, the steel gives us a little bit of bear proofing. And what I might actually do for now, because I forgot those 2 walls, is we're just going to stay in this section here. Where are the... There they are. And we'll just close this off this way. Nope, I don't want you there. I'll have to... Shoot, I'm going to have to put this other one down first. So what I was supposed to do is close that off there, put 2 walls here, and then close it off here with another one. But what I'm actually going to do... That's facing the wrong way. I knew it was. Is this, and then I will remove that wall and stick it here, just for now. That's facing the wrong way. Does it matter? Not really. And does that ruin my plans? It kind of does ruin my plans a little bit. Let's see, what do you have on you? Okay, so we brought a concrete furnace. We brought this heavy heater. We brought the machining bench. And we brought a fireplace. And I think the fireplace was going to kind of go down on that end. But now that I'm kind of sitting here thinking about it, where do I want the chimney to be? I kind of want the chimney on that end. So I guess I can put that down there anyway. It's down there. I got totally turned around inside my own house. So I kind of wanted it down here. So I do want to see, like, it's getting colder. Okay, so just that wall made it warm in here, really. So we might be okay. I'm going to put this fireplace down with the chimney so that... Wow, this takes up the entire end. I did not realize how big it was. Now, does that stick up as high as I wanted it to, or do I need to make a half cap? Or like another thing and then do the half cap? I think that's okay. I kind of would like it to go up a little bit more. If it went up another half, I think it would be okay. So we may have to fix that. But that's fine. And then... What else did I have? Oh yeah, this heavy heater. That's just going to go on the... Does it have to go on the floor? Hmm. If you have to be on the floor, where do I want you? I guess kind of in the corner like this, maybe? Like that. And it doesn't take much heat, or much electricity. So if I can just take this and stick it out here somewhere, like, is this a good enough spot to, like, stick it up on here? Can I get you to sit somewhat flatter? I mean, it's not really a big deal if you don't. I just kind of wanted to do... That should be fine. What do you... Noise, it's working. Okay, so if we take that... Put a cable down there. And there. Where is it? It's in this back corner. So we'll just run the cable around the house. Just like this. Can you snap? Thank you. Go back around. And into that. Now that should warm it up in here. Now it might make it... Is they going to make it too hot? I hope not. Although I might have to just take off my... my Arctic armor. Maybe that would help. No, it looks like we're okay. And if I stand down here, then it does get a little bit colder. So Tahiri should be good. Oh, buddy, you are super hungry. I am so sorry. Hold on. There you go, bud. Let's see. Is this just... You're cold. Why are you still cold? You shouldn't be. Right? What if I just move you next to this heater? I think you're next to the heater. I can't see. What if we just leave you right here next to this heater? That should help, right? Hmm. And I do have a bed for him, so what I'll do, actually, I'll just lay this bed down right here. For now, next to this. Oh, man, it's colliding. Oh, it's colliding with him, isn't it? So, yeah, I definitely forgot to do some things. So I brought that just in case we found a Arctic Moa out here. Then we could tame the Arctic Moa here, so when we went to take it back, it wouldn't get one shot by a bear. It could at least survive a hit or two, maybe. And I think actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into the little bedroom. I can put the bed sideways down there, and then I'll move this possibly to just right here, where this is. I think I like that better. But I'll mess with that kind of stuff on my own a little bit later. This drying rack will go outside. The machining bench, I'm just going to stick down for now. Same with this. I don't really care where they go. I just want them kind of like out of my inventory. Tahiri, you are gonna have to move, buddy. I'm sorry. You're gonna get cold for a second, but you'll be okay. You'll survive. I just want this stuff on this end because it shouldn't get damaged by the storm. But we'll see. Actually, you know what I can do? I'm going to pull this up because I want to move it anyway. And I will close off this other end like I had it before. And Tahiri, you're going to have to come back in here. All right, it's going to get a little bit messy for a little bit because I just completely forgot that I needed those two walls. So we'll just do that. It should warm up in here significantly, and he won't be cold anymore, which will be very nice. And I can put this furnace down here. I had coal to put in there. Is it still in my inventory? It is. Okay. So in case we get anything out here, we can make it into ingots if we want to. We could spend a few days out here. I did not bring a ton of meat and stuff with me because I was going to cook some. Can I put you in there? Oh, I can. What about you? Ooh, I can store stuff in that. That's nice. I'm not going to store that in there, though. All right, so let's store all of this in here, including the mortar and pestle. I don't think I need the taxidermy knife anymore because we got the bear head. I'll put the hammer in there. We did make an oxygen tank. That's the other thing I forgot about. I figured I would use up this oxygen bladder, and then once this was gone, I'd switch to the tank. We'll put this in there. I'll keep the canteen on me. I'll toss the wood in here. I brought the wood for the fireplace. That way we can make charcoal, and we need charcoal to make the bandages that are here, the heat bandages. So charcoal had been something that would have been hard to kind of get without having a fire. So I did that, although I think I can make charcoal in here, can I? Oh, I can't. Okay, I thought I could make charcoal for some reason. That's fine. Wait. Can I mine sand, like shovel sand in the desert? Because that'd actually be way nicer than using my silica for glass. I'm gonna have to test that out. All right, the wiring tool needs to go back home with me. Oh yeah, the animal fat, that needs to go in here too. That is so that we can repair this lantern, which I should probably... How dark? Oh, wow, that is super dark. Hold on. Let me use this light for now, and then we can repair this lantern before we go outside. But I think I'm going to try to... Can I sleep with this on? Does that work? We're going to find out here in a second. Anything else I wanted to get rid of to put in here? Anything? I am going to have to come back and get the armor. So let's turn the light back on. All right, let's see. Can we sleep? We can. Okay. So it's F to exit the bed, not escape. So we should be able to turn this light off. It's a little dark. It's a little dark. I apologize. Why are you still cold? You should not still be cold. This is a bad idea. Oh, it's not a bad idea. Oh, baby. Okay. Now we should have enough food to be able to feed me and Tahiri. I don't understand why Tahiri's cold. That doesn't make any sense to me. Do I care about the bone? Probably not, but it's fine. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to come in here. I am going to... I don't have a way to cook this food because I don't have the thing down. So we're going to have to put it down for now. Luckily, we don't actually have to put the cap on. So, oh, geez, I forgot this is so big. That makes no sense to me. Does this actually work? Hold up. I'm sorry. I just need to test this to see if this is actually going to work. Oh my gosh, it works. Oh, I don't want you in there. So I need you to cook that meat up so Tahiri and I can eat. Although I guess I do have this that I want to put down. It's just going to have to go right here out front. That should work fine. We have all of this ice that's around that we should be able to use for water if we need to. This gives us a little bit of light in here. All right, so I'm just going to sit here for a few minutes just to get some food so I can feed Tahiri. It should only take a couple of pieces of meat, honestly, once it's cooked. It gives way more benefit. There we go. Look at that. He is perfectly fine now. Now it is too hot in here. Surprise, surprise. I want this down here too so I can give it to Tahiri. There we go. This is running. You should not be cold anymore. Perfect. And yeah, I guess I will take this piece of cooked meat. I'll take one more and then I'll deactivate this while we kind of go and do this mission. All right, we've got the couple pieces of meat on us. I wish I could open doors from the back of a mount. That would be wonderful. All right, let's see. How far do we need to go? Okay, it looks like there's a boss near both of these, much closer than what I expected. So we're going to try to go here and then go to that, so maybe we can skip around this little boss. It looks like the little boss is going to be down there. So if we can kind of skip around him, that would be wonderful. I don't know if the bosses wander as much as like the regular creatures do, because they will wander quite a distance. The regular creatures anyway. Oh. It actually looks like that crevasse might go somewhere. Nope. No, it doesn't. That's fine. All right, so now we need to know what we've got to do here. Okay, lots of wolves. Okay, that's one component. So we grabbed that one. Where's the next one? I hate that these markers do this sometimes. I hate when they stay on the map like that because I don't need to go back there, so it shouldn't stay. But we are going to be running straight into a boss here, which I don't enjoy. Is there a way around it? Maybe staying closer to the cliffs over here would be better. I don't know what it is, so I don't know if it's going to be good or not. Also, I want to drink some coffee. I probably should have brought other food with me, but I didn't. It's a mammoth. Nothing crazy. I don't like the big mounds that are there. More wolves again? Yeah, it must be because it shows a wolf head, so I wonder if that kind of tells you what the boss is. That was a mammoth. I was hoping it wasn't a polar bear. Oh, there is a polar bear. Okay. Okay, so the bad thing here is if I don't get the headshot. I don't need to. Got it. Don't need to do the headshot. Which ones did we pick up? Oh, great. 1, 2, and 3. So that means we're probably going to have to travel all the way back in here after we get this first component. So we need to go all the way back past the base. I think we killed one of those things. That thing is huge. If I'd known it was that big before I shot at it, I never would have shot at it. What do we get? Just curiosity's sake. Wolf pack. So these little mounds that are... Oh, this is the den. Okay. I was wondering if the name would pop up here at the top of the screen, but it didn't. Sometimes it does. All right, so we are fine out here, at least during the day. At night, it's probably going to be a little bit too cold for us to travel around. But Tahiri's the one that's really kind of suffering here. So if we could find an Arctic Moa, I think it would be a good idea to have one. Oh boy. I don't know how fast polar bears and scorpions are, but I'm hoping I can outrun them. seems as though I can. So that's good. Now, one thing that is really cool is that we don't... Whoa. I gotta go up around this way. No. What the heck? Come on. Thank you. Turn radius on these guys is not the best. We won't be able to use solar panels here very well because you can see how shaded it is. But the good news is the shade does not seem to affect the temperature, so... Oh, well, we're out of the snow, but we're into a storm. So hopefully we, oh, it's this one here. Hopefully we won't get too much storm exposure. It doesn't look like it's going to be super bad. Where is this thing? Oh, is it up there? Am I going to have to, like, build ramps to get up here? No, yes, potentially. Can I just, like, run you up the side, Tahiri? No. Is there a way up on the other side? Oh, yeah, there is. Okay. I actually had to build to get up to a cliffside back by our base. If there's nothing up here, I can actually show you really quick on the map where it was. But there was a deep mining site. Looks like we're okay. So as long as he's not talking here, I can talk to you guys. There's a deep mining site, and it is somewhere around here. Oh, okay. The trees aren't going to hit us, so that's good. It's actually like right here, I think. Yeah, you can see there's a little bit of like a cliff edge here. And up there's actually a deep mining site, and I had to build ramps to be able to get up there. So I was wondering if I was going to have to do that to get here, but looks like we're okay.
The thing you're looking for, apparently, it's some kind of sonic device. Releases a burst of infrasonic sound, supposed to disrupt the storm cell, break it up, settle the weather patterns up here. I'll believe it when I see it.
So what am I supposed to do now? Assemble the device. This. Acoustic cavitation cannon.
It's ready. But something like that needs shelter to function, or the storm's gonna tear it apart. Geniuses at the group reckon walls won't stop it working, so you better build some.
Does it tell me where it needs to be built? Because I wonder if we can just go put it in our shelter. How big is it? It's not bad. Okay, that might work. We might be able to just run it straight to our shelter and put it there. I don't know if we need to, like, defend this thing or anything like that. It's going to suck if stuff comes and destroys our base, but I guess, you know, hey, what can we do about that? Now there's a storm in the snow, so Tahiri and I are just going to hang out here until that snowstorm is gone. All right, it looks like the storm's still going, but it shouldn't be too bad. Now, I do want to get in here just a tiny bit away from that wolf. And I want to try something, and I want to see if this works for Tahiri. Because I want to see, if I give you coffee, I wonder if that's going to make him warmer. Oh, there is, like, no warm right now, either. Okay. Interesting. Let's get by this polar bear. I did not know that the storm made it. Like, if you look down there, there is no such thing as warm, I don't think, by the looks of it. Maybe there is. It's just a little bit extra cold. Okay. For a minute there, I thought it showed, like, you were going to be cold no matter what. Unless you were in the hot area. So your only options were to be either super cold or super hot. Maybe I was wrong. But I did see that when I, actually read the missions, I'm so good at actually reading the missions and figuring out what I'm supposed to do and getting stuck inside of crevasses. It actually does say I have to do it in this Arctic zone. So I'm glad I decided to try to do that. And I thought about it, and I don't know why I didn't think of it earlier. I do believe that if I put 2 wooden walls in those sections that are missing in the house, I believe that they will last okay. They won't get hit by storms because they have roof over them. Oh, that's really cool. There's snow on my roof. I love that. I did not know that that would happen. That's like the best thing ever. So what we are going to do is we're going to put the stone wall back here, and then we'll put 2 wooden walls right here. And that should be protected from storms and actually shouldn't bother us at all. So give me just 2 seconds here to rearrange all this stuff, and then we'll jump into putting this thing down. Can I open this window? My heart was in my throat. I almost screamed when he didn't die. Luckily, I was able to get 2 headshots in a row. I think a third shot, no matter what, would have killed him. But still, I was not excited about the implications of me not getting a 1-shot, 1-kill on that. Luckily, it worked. Yeah, so I think that these 2 wooden walls will be protected. This one, maybe not. I'm not 100% sure. But when we come back out here, what is that the snow on that making it look like that? Like a frost almost? That's like bugging out. I don't like that. Is this heater on? It is. Okay, so we can... Well, I didn't actually want to set that as my spawn point. So hopefully we don't die on the way back. Because, actually no, because I can still spawn at the drop ship, and that's not too far away. We've made that run quite a few times. Can I actually change the rotation of this? I don't like that it does that. I have to like stand in the corner myself to get this to place the way I want it to. Sure. Okay. So I kind of want to put the bed there. We'll move the machining bench to the wall maybe here and the furnace over there. This can move. So I'm gonna do a little bit of rearranging. Then we'll place this thing down. So then if it does, make stuff destroy our base, I can be even more upset at the fact that our base got destroyed because I sat here and organized it first. But yeah, I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, it is actually too hot in here for me, but Tahiri seems to be doing all right now. So that's good. I'm glad that he is nice and warm. Move you a tiny bit away from the fire. I don't need you like standing in the fire. Not that it'll burn this house down, but still. All right, we reloaded here. We are not. I'm really hoping that this does not draw in animals, but if it does, I'm actually going to stick it here.
All you gotta do now is turn it on when the storm's hot.
Oh.
Let it charge up, and wait.
If this destroys this base, I'm going to be so upset. Also, how long am I going to have to wait for a storm? Like, one just ended not too long ago. I mean, I guess we're just going to be sitting here. All right, we're not going to talk about why we're back here at the main base and why I have none of my equipment. We're not going to talk about it, okay? Thank you. Uh-oh. Ow! Oh, I gotta reload. Oh no, I'm gonna die. I died. I wanted to show you guys, we built another water wheel thingy. Because we were actually getting quite low on power. What was it I built? Oh, this thing here. This thing takes 1,500 power, so like this alone required basically a full wind turbine. And I don't think we were super close before, but I think that pushed us over the edge to needing more power. Especially if I if I turn on like the electric furnace and the fabric, like if I'm building stuff and making things, like it takes a lot of power. So we are doing somewhat okay. Do I still have a bunch of electronics? I don't. So I used a bunch of the electronics to make a solar panel because this provides 6,000 power. So the other thing that I wanted to do was to make the electric drill. Oh, I didn't unlock it. Okay. So I did not use blueprint points. I was wondering if I used the blueprint points on it or not. And I think I was waiting because I wasn't sure if I actually wanted to do it just yet because we didn't have the materials for it. But we have the deep mining drills here. They take 2,000 power each. But then this exotic harvester here, I believe this is what we need. No, not that one. Where's the condenser thing? Ah, here it is. Vapor condenser. This is what I was looking for. Place it over the enzyme geysers. It will attract creatures. I don't know if creatures attack this while it's on. It just says it attracts them while it's active. And also, I have no idea how I'm supposed to power it. It doesn't say anything about needing power, but I've got no idea. So I made the solar panel in case this needs power. And then if it doesn't, um, we can always use the solar panel either here at the base and then take the 2 wind turbines and use those to power um, electric deep mining drills. Or if we find a spot that these deep mining drills, there's a bunch of them near each other, we can kind of put the solar panel down and wire these ones up somewhat near each other. And there's a couple of sections. I think right here we've got one here, here, and here. I think I don't remember exactly what they are. I have it all written down somewhere. And then over here, there's one like here and here, and then there's a couple over here. There's a section like right in this area here that's got quite a few that are actually decently close. So that solar panel might be useful for that. Even if the solar panel only keeps it on during the day, that's fine with me. That'll still be a lot of resources coming in from those drills if they're on constantly. And it looks like I'm going to be stuck here for a little bit. I'll meet you guys back at the other base where I definitely didn't die. All right, so Tanner and I are back. I think Tanner may have lost a toe to frostbite on the way here. It's freaking cold outside. It is dark. I am tired. I'm gonna take a nap, and I'll bring you guys back whenever a storm happens, so that we can, hopefully get this acoustic cavitation cannon thing going. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, we just hit a level up, so I guess while we're waiting for the storm, we can kind of go through. Do I want to go through the tech tree? I guess we can go through the tech tree here a little bit. I do kind of want to get the electric deep mining drills. But right now, we're doing okay with the biofuel ones. We're pretty set up with farming and stuff that we can really do biofuel pretty well. And one thing that I learned is actually, if I use wood and split that into sticks, and use the sticks to make sap, and then use other sticks to make biofuel. Because if you do, I don't remember exactly how many sticks it is, but sticks plus sap can make biofuel. It actually makes quite a lot of biofuel, and it doesn't take a whole lot of wood because I think 100 wood is 1,000 sticks. So it actually works out quite well. The other things that I was thinking about is I wanted to get a deep freezer, but that takes a lot of power, and I really don't want to make more stuff by using more electronics just to get more power. But I also do have the solar panel that I could put down. And I guess that's the other thing. I think I have one battery pack thing. I think I unlocked the first one. Is that in here? Must be in tier 4 then. Yeah, here. So we have the basic battery pack or battery rack, which stores 1,000,000 power, but it can only do a rate of 1,500 per second, which means we need more battery packs to be able to power our stuff because we could only power 1,500 worth at a time. These could push more power than what we're using right now, but what's the trade-off here? Actually, these are way better. It does use 4 composites instead of platinum sheath, but by the time I do the same amount in titanium plates, so it would be 4 of these is the same amount of titanium plates. We're nowhere near the rate at which this can push out, or the rate or the amount that it stores. Plus, it only uses twice the electronics, and it barely uses more copper wire, and it does use gold wire. So I guess this advanced battery pack or rack, I guess, is better than this one. So we could do that. I don't believe we need the flow meter. I was thinking about getting all 3 of these simply because I wanted to get to the lightning rod. I think the lightning rod would be kind of cool, just because, you know, when we get storms, we can charge everything up. But I think we could charge this pack pretty easily during the day. So I don't think we really need to worry about not having enough power, especially since we do have the 2 water wheels, which will power most of our stuff throughout the day. And then at night, they'll just be a boost to what we do. So during the day, we won't use anything out of this. But then at night, I guess we'll only use a little bit. So we'll grab 1 point into that. I'm going to hold on to these 3 points. I don't know exactly what I want just yet. It's really hard for me to tell. I did grab the titanium hammer. I haven't made one yet. Basically, I'm just sick of the wood one breaking on me all the time. I just don't want to keep uh I don't want to keep repairing it pretty much. It's a repair hammer. I don't want to have to repair the repair hammer all that often. The other thing is we do have composite arrows we could grab instead of the titanium arrows, but I haven't checked the comments just yet. I mean, the recording of these videos are probably a little bit too close together for me to be able to get the answer on this just yet. So probably in the next episode, or at least I hope I'll have an answer from you guys on whether or not uh, I can get this break chance down to 0 on this. If it doesn't make it down to 0, I probably will go with composite arrows just because the break chance will be down to like, well, it'll be a little under 5% maybe, or even just be 5%. And that's way better than what it's going to be on this. It will have been a wasted blueprint point, but I'm not too upset about that. I actually might grab, we've got 2 points. How much does it take to make this composite armor? It takes a lot of composites, so I don't think we're quite ready to make the composite armor. We can't make the obsidian armor because we can't get obsidian unless I order it from the space station. Which, I mean, that's definitely a possibility for something we could do. I don't believe we need the water purifier because we have the sink, and the sink actually gives us treated water as opposed to filtered water, which is very nice. So we can just fill our stuff in the sink now. So I don't even need to go down to the river to get water at the base anymore. The only other thing would be if I wanted this chem bench, which I don't know if I need it. I don't care about the fertilizer. I don't care about the water treatment pills either. Or the distilled miasmic coating because I can't make that. I don't have a way to get that. I think that's from the swamp, and I don't think there's a swamp on Olympus. I suppose we could make the synthetic enzymes. Then there's vitamins. Actually, that's not too bad. Hypothermia resistance. 20% hypothermia resistance. That actually is... Or no, 10% hypo and then 10% hyper. Sorry, I didn't read that properly. I knew there was something different there because the length of the words were a little bit different, but my brain just could not see the difference there. So there is a few other things that we could do. I'm pretty sure I heard another bear. I just killed one like not too long ago. They must spawn in pretty decent around here. I'm really good at picking base spots that are near bears, apparently. I don't see the health bar anywhere, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm slightly worried about it, so let's make sure we're reloaded here just in case. This is taking forever for a storm to show up. I mean, there was one right afterwards. Wait, why do I have a wound? Where did I get the wound from? I thought I fixed my wound at the base. Oh, no. I need to make a suture kit. Hold on just a minute. Oh, I can't make a suture kit. I don't have any leather. Okay, I'm going to have to go get some leather. Let's actually, you know what? Let's just look at our talents really quick. What was we putting talents into? Do you guys remember? Oh, yeah, combat in here. So we'll take the reload speed with the rifles. We'll take the damage here. Do I want the 5% chance to craft additional? Yeah, I think I'll do that as opposed to just the extra 2% damage here. And then we can do the crit damage when we get there. And then we can go back and grab that damage afterwards. Yeah. I think that works. Did we get a solo point? I think we did. So I guess our solar point is either stamina regen, 5% yield from trees. I actually could do health regen or health. That actually isn't a terrible idea. I could also go with a little more physical resistance. I think I'm going to go with the health regen, because I think that will be actually useful for us. I'm going to drink a little more coffee here, and I'm going to do a little bit of hunting because I need to get some I need some leather. And the bears I've killed actually haven't given me leather, so it looks like I'm going to need to kill something other than a bear. We're kind of waiting for this storm anyway. I would like to get rid of this wound so then I don't get a second infection, which will be harder, either harder to get rid of or at least will just kind of hinder me for a while. Our health is not going to go up. I believe it is capped right now because of this infection, which is going to last a while because I don't have any yeast on me to make a antibacterial bandage or something like that. I am seeing like nothing for, and this is over by the boss wolf. If I could kill just one of the wolves, it would be nice. Yeah, see, their den is right there. I was hoping there'd be like more wolves like hanging around, like at the other one. Oh, 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 oh. These ones are coming at us. How many is there? Just 3. I can't back up anymore because of this crevasse. Oh, there's 4. Okay, that should work. Nice. Okay, that should be... This should give us enough leather that we should be able to make our suture kit. Let me double check here to make sure. Yes. So we'll make that suture kit. We'll use that up. You can see the health bar of something over here. Hopefully it's nothing crazy. It sounds a little crazy. Alright, the health bar has disappeared. Now the question is, can I get close enough to grab this without triggering those wolves again? Yes, I can. Okay. Alright, so now we just have the infection that we gotta wait to go away, which... That's not the worst. How do I get across this thing? Can I jump it? Yep. Okay. Alright, I guess we're back to just kind of sitting and waiting. Oh. Lord, you scared the crap out of me. Also, I would love to see you fight a polar bear. I think that would just be hilarious. But that's the only thing is I don't see where animals attack each other. which is a little kind of upsetting, I guess. Yeah, see, look, there's another polar bear back. I know the pack wolves seem to attack in the forest where our other little outpost was. We kind of ran into them a couple of different times. Let's see. Can we one-shot this bear? Almost. Wait for him to get a little bit closer. There we go. If I can get that first crit, then the bears are really no issue at all. But it's just, if I don't get that first crit, whew, it gets a little hectic at that point. Yeah, so I guess we're just going to sit here. We're going to cook up some T-bone steaks. And, yeah. Wait for the storm to come in. Hopefully it comes in soon. All right, we've got a storm rolling in. So, let's see if this works. Hopefully this is the storm that it'll work on, I hope. It's on. Let me turn this thingy here. Okay, it's at 2%. Okay. Oh, wait. Did I not have to wait for a storm? He said to do it during the storm, but it seems as though I didn't actually have to. It just says deploy and activate above ground and under shelter. I don't know. I've got no idea what's going on here, really. Also, if this thing blows up and, like, destroys this whole thing, one of these guys is going to die. And I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. I'm out of bullets? Oh, no. Oh, why didn't you guys tell me I was running out of bullets? I don't actually blame you guys. I just, you know, I've messed up so much in this one episode by... One, I was a little bit too cocky trying to take on a freaking bear and I died and I had to run all the way back here. I think that's that mammoth down there making the noise. Or at least I'm hoping, because if it's another bear, that's not good for us. All right, we're getting close. We're at 96% right now. The storm has ended, like it ended a while ago, and this is still going up. So maybe I didn't need this to be during a storm, and I just kind of sat here like a doofus waiting for a storm to happen when I should just turn this freaking thing on. Come on.
We're getting readings. What is that thing doing?
Storm front shift detected. I don't like you. Like, at all. Is that mission over? Can I pick this up now? I don't know what that thing did, but I'm pretty sure it hurt my building. I'm going to have to do some discovering here to see if I can figure out exactly what happened. Yeah, it did. It messed with our stuff. All right, I'm just going to see if I can finish repairing the base here. And then I got to work on getting these guys back to base somehow. So I'll probably have to take one of them, run back home, get some bullets and stuff, come all the way back, get the other one to follow me. That way I can protect them all the way home. But I'm just going to double check the base, make sure nothing else got damaged here. It looks like we're doing all right. But thank you all for joining me today. If you enjoyed the episode, I would appreciate it if you hit that like button and if you subscribe to the channel. But that's it for this one. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.